Jai Hind children. Today's topic is integrated grammar practice. And today we will learn rearranging. Of course, you must have done right from your junior classes the questions of jumbled words. No? So, as we go to our higher classes, this rearranging becomes tough. And whenever you have to rearrange, whenever you have to give the sentence in a sequence or the words in a sequence, so you have to use your mind, you have to just give the time also. So today we will discuss on some easy tips, on some tricks, how you can solve the rearranging within less time, within limited time. Okay. So let's start our class. I welcome my children again. Integrated grammar practice, rearranging. This is our today's topic. Now see, what is sentence reordering? What is rearranging? Rearranging is a practice exercise in which the jumbled words, phrases, clauses are rearranged to form meaningful sentences. So, in your rearranging, there can be your words also, there can be phrases or clauses also, in which what you have to do, these words, phrases and clauses will be jumbled and you have to rearrange them to form meaningful sentences. Okay, this you all know very well what you do in your rearranging, because whenever it is jumbled, it does not give a sense, it does not give a meaning. So what we have to do, we have to rearrange in such a way that grammatically also the sentence formation should be correct and it should give a meaning also. Okay. Now in this type of exercise, the students are required to use their knowledge of grammar. It is very necessary that you should know what are nouns, pronouns, no verbs, these all things you know. Then only you can rearrange in a proper way, and that's why this is the reason that after giving you all the chapters which are in your which are in your grammar, okay, which is in your syllabus, all the chapters, this I am giving you. This is your last chapter. This I am giving you at the last. Rearranging. Why I am giving you at the last? Because I have given you the voice also, non-finite form of verbs also, tenses expressing the present, past, future, no, conjunctions. Means after giving you all knowledge of grammar, whatever it was there in your yearly syllabus, now I am telling you this sentence reordering, because you all should know knowledge of grammar and sentence construction to rearrange the jumbled words. After reordering the words and phrases, the students must cross-check by reading the framed sentences carefully. This point is very important, very, very important, because whenever you rearrange, suppose you get the question paper and you rearrange, and after rearranging, you just write straight way into your answer sheet. Don't do this. First recheck it, first cross check it. Suppose you have rearranged any 6 or 7 letter words. 6, 7 letter words you have rearranged. And after rearranging directly, if you are writing, you can miss 1 or 2 word there. And most of the time our article, what is article? A and the is article. So most of the time our articles are missed because we just write our answers in hurry. During our examination, we all want to write each and every answer in speed. Okay, because there are many questions in our examination, and that's why sentence reordering, whenever you reorder, whenever you rearrange, you do not get the full marks because you forget the words, and the words may be your article. A and the may be there. Most of the time it is there, because all other words are your verbs, your nouns, pronouns that you write correctly. So to avoid this mistake, what we should do, whenever we reorder the words and phrases, we should first cross check. How will we cross check? You just count how many words are given there in the question, and after rearranging, again you count your words which are in your answer. So the words or phrases which are given there in the question and the words and phrases which is your answer after rearranging, both should be same. If 7 words are there, in your answer also there should be 7 words. If 6 words are there, in your answer also there should be 6 words. So in this way you should cross check by reading the framed sentences. You can read also framed sentences, but I think if you are counting the words, that will be the appropriate way. No, the perfect way to cross check, so that you may not do any mistake and may secure full marks. Okay. Sentence reordering, let's understand some easy tips, because these easy tips are very important for you, because you get the less time, and of course during this online exam you will be getting the MCQ type questions, so these will be useful for you. First of all, as soon as you get the question of rearranging, no, of jumbled words, what you have to do? First of all, you just find out the gist and theme or topic. Whatever the sentences which you have to rearrange is given there, those sentences you just try to find out what is the theme. And how can you find out? You can identify it by looking for the words repeated often in the sentence. Suppose any four question 1 2 3 4 is given there, and all the 4 you have to rearrange. So you will go through all the 4 which is not rearranged, which is a question. You will just go through all the 4 question and just try to find out what is the theme. Okay, suppose any topic is there, I am taking global warming. Suppose global warming is there, so again and again the words related to the global warming or the global warming word will be repeated again and again. So if you are able to find out the gist, if you are able to find out the topic or the theme of those sentences, that will be very easy for you to rearrange. So first of all, as soon as you get, what you should do, you should try to find out the gist, and within 1 or 2 minutes only. Don't give too much time. Okay, if you are not able to find out, leave it, but first try to find out what is the gist of the sentence, because that will be an easy way. And I have given you the example of global warming. Again and again the same words or related to those related to global warming, the words will be repeated. The second thing, what you can do is, if a noun is used, it means that can be placed at number 1. Means whenever we start writing our sentence, first of all, what we write? First of all, we write the name. After that, we write pronoun or verb or adverb. No. So try to find out if there is any noun. And you should know what is noun, children. Noun, naming words. So try to find out the noun. Is there any noun? As soon as you get the noun, you start making your sentence. You just pick up that noun and start rearranging the sentence. Okay. And after that, after noun only, the pronoun comes. So if a pronoun is also used, it means that that can be placed only after the noun. Suppose I am talking about my friend Reena. So I will first, what will I tell? Reena is my best friend, and after that I will tell she is good at cooking. She is good at singing. So I have used the word she. What is she? She is your pronoun. But first of all, I have used the name. No? So in this way, you also can rearrange. First of all, the noun comes. After that, your pronoun comes. So if any pronoun is given there, so immediately you should understand that pronoun cannot be your first sentence. Of course, there should be any noun. So you should look for the noun first. Whenever you get the noun, after that the second sentence will be your pronoun. Means that can be second word also, not necessary that that will be second sentence. Okay. After that, the words if this, that, these, those are generally, if it is given there, so it is generally not used in the starting of any sentence. These type of words, if you get this, that, these, those, so leave those words. Your while rearranging, you should immediately understand that, oh, these words are given there, it means this is not the beginning of the sentence, so leave those words. But generally, not always. Okay, because sometimes the nouns are not given there, and this, these, that, these, those are given there. So if noun is given there, your sentence will start from noun, otherwise from this. Okay, it means that particular sentence will not be placed in the first para. Which particular sentence? In which this, that, these, those are given there. Now, if any article means a and the is given there, so there are the chances. What the, is let me read again. If any article is there, the chances are that it can be placed after first para only. That we will understand in the next slide, where I have given you the example. Okay. So first of all, what you should do, you should try to find out the gist, then try to find out the noun, then pronoun, after that article. Clear? This, that, these, those can be fixed after pronoun, or can be fixed after noun, or can be fixed after article. That you have to read and understand the gist. After that, you can fix these all words. Clear? First, you will tell about anything. Anything means noun. As I have given you the example of my friend Reena. Okay. So, first I will tell about my friend Reena. I have used noun here. And then I will use article. Means she is a. No. Reena is my good friend. After that, you will describe with the words like this, that, these, those, or any pronoun also you can use. So these are some easy tips which I have tried to give you to save your time, so that you may rearrange within less time and may solve the answers, and may, of course, and may secure full marks. See, I have given here the example of the article, when article will come, when noun will come, when pronoun will come. You also can solve as I am solving. Okay. Look at the words and phrases below. Rearrange them to form meaningful sentences. Old woman is my and grandmother. So you have to rearrange it. First of all, what we will do? We will look for the noun. So our noun is grandmother. Okay. So my grandmother. After that, our verb will come. My grandmother is an old woman. So what have I done? I have done first of all noun. I have just tried to take out the noun. My grandmother is, and after that your article is coming, is an old woman. Okay. So here old woman is an adjective. Okay. Woman is also noun. But just before this noun, what is written there? Old. It means that it is an adjective. And first of all, we write noun. So we will take it as a noun. Grandmother as noun. So that's why I have not taken it as a noun. Old woman, I have not taken it as a noun. I have taken this grandmother as a noun. Why I have not taken old woman? Because it is an adjective. It is telling the quality of the woman. What type of woman was? Woman was, it is describing the woman. That woman was old. So it has become adjective. Okay. So you should have the knowledge of the grammar. Again, I am telling you. Now see the second sentence. In this way, if you want to solve, you can just solve. You can write your answers. Otherwise, I will start giving the answers. The second one, I am giving you 1 minute time to solve the second one answer. Second one, you can take 1 minute or 2 minutes. Further, I have just arranged for you one or two questions for the just as a as quiz also, in which you have to choose the option. That's why just solve it immediately so that I may start those option based questions also. Okay, now let's see the answer. See, first answer, my grandmother is an old woman. This one answer, first one. Now see the second one. Shall I show you the second one answer? Okay, if you have solved, it's good. If you haven't, leave it because I'm going to show you the answer. See, the second answer is, she is particular about her eating habits and living. Now, what have I taken here? What is she? She is your pronoun. Okay. So, after noun, what had I told you? We just take pronoun. So, this is our second sentence, pronoun. She is particular about her eating habits and living. Now, see the third one. Third one answer, are you giving, children? Shall I wait? Okay. Give answer number 3. Try to rearrange in the same way. First take pronoun. Yes. You can see the pronoun is here. In the third one, you can see pronoun she. She is written there. So your sentence will start from she only. Are you getting the answer? So these tips will be very helpful for you while rearranging. After she, what can be there? There can be your verb is. She is. She is the first. She is the first to get up and the last to go to bed. Let's see. The same should be our answer. She is the first to get up and the last to go to bed. So, this is your pronoun, and in the third one sentence, what we have seen, we have just searched for the noun. We did not get noun. Now we have started searching for pronoun. Pronoun, yes, we have got pronoun. So we have started our sentence from she. And after that, your verb, this is your helping verb, and then your article. Okay. So in this way, you will solve your answers easily. Okay. Now fourth one. Fourth one is easy. Yes, you all can write. Fourth one, I know. Fourth one, children, write down the answer of fourth one. Just try. In the same way, just try to write the answer of fourth one also. First see noun, then pronoun, then verb or helping verb. Yes. Okay. Let's check the fourth one answer. Fourth one. Let's see. Fourth is, she is loving and affectionate. She is your pronoun, is loving and affectionate. Okay. Now, in this way, we just solve our answers whenever we get our answer sheet. But right now, what you are getting? You are getting the questions, yes, online questions. So, what is necessary for you? It is very necessary for you to understand how to give the answers whenever you get the options. For that also, I have prepared for you the slide. Look at the words and phrases, choose the most appropriate options to rearrange them into meaningful sentences. What you have to do? You have to choose the appropriate option. Are you ready, children? Yes. You all are ready. What you have to do? You have to choose the most appropriate option. Okay. So first of all, what you will do? You will just see noun, then pronoun, then article, then verb, verb, then article. Okay. In this way, you will start choosing. Yes, let's start. Just go through it. This is your question. And you have to choose first, second, third, fourth. Four options are there. Out of these four options, according to you, which one is correct? A. Happiness. B. Is necessary. C. And good health. D. For success. So in this way only you are about to get your questions in your half yearly examination. Yes, in this way only you will get the question in your examination of rearranging. So you have to solve it. You have to choose one option. First one, second one, third one or fourth one. If you are solving, write down only first, second, third or fourth. Which one you think is correct? Don't write the full answer. Write down only first, second, third or fourth. I'm waiting for your answer, children. I'm waiting. Yes, write down. Choose the correct option and write only numbers. Don't try to give the full answer. Because the same thing you are about to deal with your, yes, in the same way. In the same way, you have to give your answers in your half yearly examination. Deliberately, I have prepared especially children for you so that you can practice well before your half yearlies. Less time will be there. Very good. Very good. Those who have given the answer. Very good, children. Yes, correct. Okay, now let's see our answer. Third one is correct. Those who have given the third one answers, very good. Well done. Now see, what will be our sequence? What will be the meaningful sentence? Happiness and good health is necessary for success. Here you will say that we have not got the noun, we haven't got the pronoun. Yes, this is your noun, happiness. This is telling your, see, you have learned your non-finite forms also, haven't you? Yes. So in non-finite forms, you have learned your adverbs also. So sometimes your adverbs and other grammar items also work just as a noun. So here, happiness and good health, that is working just as a noun here, is necessary for success. Okay, just be ready for the next question, children. See, yes, this is a tough one. Hurry up. This is the tough one and try to solve it. Choose first one, second one, third one or the fourth one. Yes, it's a lengthy one. A, B, C, D, E, F. You have to rearrange it. Use your common sense, children. Yes, use your understanding. Yes, it is based on global warming. Solar radiation word you have got. So, solar radiation, what does it mean? Yes, it is based on global warming. Now think and write your answer. Don't give the answer in hurry. Just take your time. Take your time and give the correct answer, children. I'm just waiting for your answer and I will wait for 1 more minute. Yes. And it is not tough. If you have understood that it is based on global warming, immediately you should rearrange it. You are reading science also, children. and you know very well about global warming. I think many have given the answer, isn't it? Yes. Now let's check the answer. Let's see our answer. Okay. Shall I show you the answer, children? Yes. Let's see the answer and you have to tally your answers along with mine. Okay. Okay, the last one. Now okay, just see. Again, this answer is your third one. BFACED. How it will be arranged? B means a very large. F means, where is F? This. A very large amount of solar radiation. A means, here A is written there. No, A means solar radiation. So, a very large amount of solar radiation takes place on the earth every day. See your answer. A very large amount of solar radiation takes place on the earth every day. Now listen to me. You can write this every day in the beginning also, means every day is D. So D, here D is given there. So let's check whether you can write. Every day on the earth, I am just reading according to the second one. DEA. So every day on the earth, solar radiation takes place a very large amount of, according to the second one. Is it correct? No, it is not correct. See, whenever you are getting these option, means these MCQ types question, so if every day is written at the last, means whatever is correct that you have to choose. Suppose you think that B1 is correct and every day can come in the beginning. Of course, it can come in the beginning also in the sentence because it is telling you the time. It is adverb. It is telling you the time. But when you are rearranging the full sentence, what you will get that after two or three these words DEA up to DEA is correct. See again, every day on the earth solar radiation takes place, but after that these both are incorrect. This is not the proper formation of any sentence. If I say a very large amount of, this is incorrect, and that's why this second one will not be correct one. Okay, so what I want to tell you that whenever you are solving your answer, try to make whole sentence. Do not make the sentence in the beginning and you will think that, oh yes, it is correct. I have got the first two are correct and this is correct, and you will choose this second one. So I am telling this for those students, those who are in very hurry and write their answers without seeing properly the full sentence. So don't do it. See the full sentence properly, then only choose your answer. Clear? Okay, children. Now our time is also over, and this trick you will use during your examination. Okay. Thank you, children, for joining the class, and please follow those easy tips which I had given you. Okay. Let's finish our class, children. Okay. In our next class, I will just telling you unseen passage, which is also coming in your half yearly examination, and of course will be sharing you the easy tips in your during that class also, in your unseen passage how to solve. Okay, because I want to save the time, and to save the time of the children's time. I want to save the time of children so that within less time you can solve your answers. I hope you have understood this rearranging well and will do good in your half yearly examination and will secure full marks. Okay, children, goodbye till your next class. Take a very good care.